Hey everyone, it's Jack here, TalkNorwichCity. I hope I find you well. You joined me on a truly spectacular February evening here in Norfolk. I'm coming to you today ahead of Norwich City against Cardiff City at Carrow Road this Saturday. Norwich come into this off the back of a fairly exciting 3-1 victory against Birmingham. Hopefully it will be 2 home wins in a week. That would be joyous for the progression of this Norwich City side. I must say a big thank you to BetMate for sponsoring all of our preview content this season. We've got a pot running for this Saturday, all of the 3 p.m. kickoffs incorporated. Both Chris and I's teams on screen now, both of us going with Adam Idah. Chris very confident he's captaining him. That means he gets double points for Adam Idah. Vice captain, you get 1.5 times the points, which is a nice little touch on BetMate. The pot will guarantee a £100 payout. I know a lot of you guys have been winning recently, so well done for keeping the TNC viewers looking informed and all clever and everything. It's just £2 to enter. The code will be in the description. Loads of exciting stuff happening on BetMate at the moment, so a good chance to sign up. And you also get some free credit if you use the link in the description. So we'll see you over there for that. Tuesday's performance was encouraging, I think, particularly the first half. I think it was one of the most complete 45-minute performances we've seen for quite a while. Birmingham switched things up slightly, didn't they, in that second half, went 2 up top, and we struggled to deal with it. I think their goal kind of really knocked us off kilter, but to kind of just see that out, soak up some pressure and then hit them on the counter late on was really pleasing, and we deserved to win that game. We could have been 3 or 4-0 up going into half time. We were only 2-0 up. I say only, I'm getting greedy now. But we deserved the 3 points. I thought on the most part the performance was really pleasing, and you can see improvement under David Wagner. I nearly said Daniel Farker then, certainly not Daniel Farker. The only negative from that night is the fact that Kieran Dowell is out injured. Now, he's going to be out until April, Wagner's saying, with a knee injury. He actually picked it up in that game really early on. And played through it, and then since then he's had some issues, so thankfully no surgery. But just as Kieran Dowell was really hitting his stride and kind of found his role in this side, he's going to be out injured for just over a month, so that's a real shame for Kieran. But with one door that closes, another opens, and this feels like a really big opportunity for Christos Jolis, who got himself on the score sheet on Tuesday night. It was amusing because in the few cameo kind of appearances I've seen from Jolis since he's returned, I've kind of looked at him and gone, I'm not really sure what he is. And I think that maybe was a little harsh on me, because it's really difficult as an attacker to kind of show what you're about when you're given 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. So this could now be an opportunity for Christos to start from the off and really put his mark on this team. And he will be thinking, well, by the time that Dowell is fit and back, he's not going to be able to get into this side because I've been performing so well. You've also got Marquinhos, who could fit in there. Now, we're yet to see what he's all about. I can't imagine he'll play a full 90. He's probably going to be a man that we can utilise off the bench, but nice to have that option. But I suspect it will be Jolis that comes in for Kieran Dowell. The attacking options, it looks as if Pukki will return. I can't see him starting. I suspect it will be Adam Idah up front again. And it's difficult with Adam because, you know, if you're judging your striker solely on goals, then you're probably not going to be rating Adam Idah very highly because he hasn't scored too many. I think you also have to dig a little bit deeper, though. How many of his appearances has he actually started, or has he come on off the bench? I think it's always difficult to judge a striker, like any player, if they're getting limited game time. So this is a good opportunity for Adam. I thought his performance on Tuesday was satisfactory. I didn't think it was incredible. I think it was bad. The thing that frustrated me in the first half was the amount of times he was offside. And then he had a really good one-on-one opportunity that I think Pukki probably scores. But overall, it was an athletic performance. I think it suited playing Birmingham quite nicely because I think he ruffled up their centre-back slightly, and I think it will be the same this weekend against Cardiff. So looking forward to seeing what Idah's all about. And to be honest, I think Pukki and Sargent are both better quality strikers than Adam Idah, and I don't think that's necessarily a slight on Adam Idah because he's up against two decent players there, and Adam is still young. But I'd say we probably look more balanced when it's just Idah, and you've got Núñez sort of in behind, Hernandez out on the wing, probably Jolis out on the wing. That feels like quite a balanced front three, which is promising. I'm just looking at our midfield at the moment, and that feels the area in which we've seen the most improvement since Wagner's come in. I've been so impressed with Kenny McLean over the past month, 6 weeks, and the same with Gabriel Sara. Gabriel Sara is really growing into the player we hoped we'd signed, and we spent decent money on him, so it comes as no real surprise that he's got some talent about him. But I think that partnership with him and McLean is really looking good at the moment. In terms of the defence, I was pleased to see Gibson back in the side, and I was pleased to see him put in a really good performance. I think it's important that we've got a left-footed defender as a left centre-back. I think that does make a big difference, particularly when you are looking to play it out from the back like we are under David Wagner. So that was good. I was pleased to see a fairly controlled and exciting performance. I'm not sure if those two can go in sync, but it makes sense in my head. It was controlled in a sense that we never looked flustered, particularly in that first 45 minutes. And it was exciting in a sense that we created a lot. We had some opportunities and we looked really free-flowing in that first half. So if we can combine that performance with the ability to, even when the opposition change things up, still go toe-to-toe, I think we should hopefully be in for another 3 points this Saturday. I love the fact that Wagner keeps talking about that these lads need time, that these lads need time on the training pitch for him to really implement the kind of philosophy and the ideology that he wants. But it already feels like we're seeing a bit of a difference. So a really good opportunity to put 6 points on the board in a week at home, and suddenly you're looking at the table and going, okay, like playoffs are very much a realistic option. Whether we progress through them is a different matter, but at the moment all we can hope for is a position in that top 6, and then we can go from there. So I suspect we won't see too many changes, barring Kieran Dowell out, and I suspect it will be Christos Jolis coming in. Cardiff in fairly dire form. They're under Lamucci at the moment, who I'm sure you'll remember from previous jobs. But we should be beating them. It's as simple as that. Cardiff now very much embroiled in a relegation battle. Things are looking up for Norwich. Let me know what your starting 11 would be, and hopefully we'll pick up another 3 points. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.